Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let us see and learn about these three tasks. We're gonna implement these three tasks hands-on in this video. So what are the tasks? The first task is I want to analyze the traffic to my VPC. Either it may be incoming traffic or outgoing traffic. I want to analyze the traffic to my VPC. How do you analyze? The hint I will provide you for this is the solution for this is we can analyze this by using VPC Flow Logs. What is that? VPC Flow Logs. So whenever you create any VPC Flow Logs, so based on the destination you provided, there actually these traffic related details will be stored based on the configuration that you provided while creating your VPC flow log. Particular to that traffic related details will be stored under the destination where you mentioned or configured while creating your flow log. I'll show you that in this lab. In this way, you can able to analyze the traffic that is coming into your VPC as well as going out of your VPC as well. Let's say I want to block only certain traffic coming from certain sources. So how to do that? In order to do that, you have NACL, that is nothing but network ACL, access control list. Through that, you can able to do this. That is, you can able to block the incoming traffic that is allowed by using this VPC. Even though you are even allowed to block the outgoing traffic or outbound traffic from particular VPC by using NACL. These NACLs are subnet level NACLs. So there in particular subnet where that subnet present in your VPC, there you can able to configure this NACL in order to block either incoming requests or outgoing responses as well to your VPC. So that we're gonna see in this lab. So first, what is our task? I want to analyze the traffic to my VPC. Either it may be incoming or outgoing. So for that, what we need to do? We need to create a VPC flow log, right? Yeah. Now, for this lab, I have already created one VPC for this. In order to analyze the traffic coming into my VPC and going out of my VPC, I have even created some servers in it and a subnet in that VPC as well. Now, I want to show you the created VPC and the subnet that is associated with it. Now you can see I have already logged into my AWS management console and now I am opening my VPCs. That is your VPCs I am opening under VPCs. This will show me the VPCs that I have already created for me. You can see under your VPCs it is loading. So within a minute it will show you or a few seconds it will show you the available VPCs. Now you can see I have three VPCs. One is mystery VPC and one is agricultural VPC. Now I want to show you this lab on top of agricultural VPC. On top of this agricultural VPC, I want to show you this lab. Now, if you observe this, then you can identify flow logs option. What is that? Flow logs option. So by just clicking here, you can able to create one flow log here. You can able to create one flow log here. Now, what I am expecting to monitor the traffic, right? Which is coming to this VPC. Either the traffic coming into this or going out of this VPC. I want to see or monitor that traffic. So in order to monitor that traffic, you have this option to create your flow logs. So now I'm just clicking on create flow logs in order to create a VPC flow log to see only the requests which are accepted by this VPC. So that's why I'm providing the name for this as VPC flow log accepting requests. So like that, I'm providing the name. And now under filter session, here you can specify which type of request you want to capture. Do you want to capture only accepting requests, or do you want to capture only rejection requests, or do you want to capture all types of requests? Currently, I want to capture only accepting requests. I want to know what requests are accepting by my VPC. Those logs only I want. So that's why I selected this. And this aggregation interval will specify during how much period of time you want your output to be visible, or you want your output. So currently I'm specifying 1 minute for this demo. So to make it easy, and I'm providing my destination at where you want to store. Currently I'm specifying S3 as the destination. Here I want to create a bucket for this lab. So that's why I'm clicking on create S3 bucket. Here I need to create a bucket with the details. Here you can see we just came into the creation console. Now I need to provide the details of this bucket to create. Currently I'm providing the detail like my flow logs bucket. So like that I provided, and I changed the ownership to ACLs enabled, and writer is the owner for that. So that's it. I'm just creating this bucket. You can see I'm just creating this bucket. So whenever you click on create bucket, now this bucket will be created. Now I'm opening this bucket and I'm copying the ARN of this bucket. You can see under properties tab, you have Amazon resource name for your bucket. I copied that and I'm providing that here, where I'm providing that in VPC flow log creation. Here I specified, I clicked on create flow log. So there I provided the respective configurations that I want. In this S3 bucket, I'm storing which type of data? This accepting request data, where the requests which are accepted by this VPC only, that data I'm storing in this destination bucket. So that's it. I'm not changing anything. Moving on with the default configurations, and simply I'm clicking on create flow log. You can see I just clicked on create flow log. So whenever you can see successfully created flow log for this VPC. Now I'm opening my flow logs. You can see one flow log is visible here and the destination is this, that is this S3 bucket. So you can observe after just a minute in this bucket, in this S3 bucket that you provided, there your logs will be created. You can see a folder will be created by default, AWS logs, and here within 1 to 2 minutes your log will be created here. Now you can see I'm opening. So what are the bucket that I provided, that I opened, and inside it I have some folders. I'm opening them as well. This is the previous one is the region, and this is the year, this is the month, and this is the date. In that format it will be stored by default. Now you can see two responses got here. Now I want to select them and I want to see them. What is the data present in it? So that's why I'm opening query with S3 select and removing this 5 limit. Now I simply querying this by using SQL query. Now you can analyze the traffic coming to that. You can see, yeah. So there is a lot of traffic, right? So it is, you can observe the type of traffic that is accept accepted traffic only, accepted traffic related queries only visible here, right? Yeah. Now I want to copy some source IP address and I want to provide that source IP address and I want to block, I want to block the data coming from certain source IP address. So that's why I copied this and I opened what my VPC. So here you can see I'm opening the subnets. Here, if you see, this is the subnet that I associated with this agricultural VPC. Even I expand you to see this. Yeah. So this is the agricultural VPC. To that, I connected this subnet. Now I am seeing the network ACL. So what is the rule that I associated with this subnet? With the subnet associated with my VPC. You can see incoming rules. I allowed all incoming rules and outbound rules also you can see I allowed all. But now what I am expecting is I want to limit these incoming rules and outgoing rules to my VPC in order to control the traffic coming into my VPC and going out of my VPC. I want to edit this. So for that, you can open this NACL associated with that subnet and select this and edit the incoming rules as well as outbound rules. Now I am editing the inbound rules. I want to add a new rule. So that's why I selected add a new rule and I'm providing the number as 10 like that. And all traffic I'm specifying here and here I'm specifying the source. So what is the source from where you are not expecting to accept? Currently, you can see I provided like this source and I provided 16 in order to stop requests coming from starting from this IP address 56 52.0.0.0 from here till 2 power 32 minus 16. That is nothing but 2 power 16. From here till 2 power 16, another 2 power 16 IP addresses will be blocked. The request coming from 52.0.0.0 till another 2 power 16 IP addresses will be blocked. Since I am denying here, you can see effect I am denying and I am clicking on save. So what is this? This is nothing but inbound rule, right? Yeah. So we are stopping the incoming request, right? Yeah. Now what I want to check to my VPC is I want to check what are the which type of traffic will be blocked. So that's why I'm opening my VPC again and I selected my agriculture and I'm creating one more flow log. But now previously we have seen a filter to check the accepted request by my VPC. Now what I want to check the requests which are not accepted. You can say rejected requests, right? Yeah. So for that, I'm creating flow logs to flow log for rejection request kada. Yeah. And I'm providing only the filter for rejected. And for every 1 minute, I want to check. And in the same destination, I want to store. So that's why I'm providing same bucket related ARN. This is my bucket, right? Yeah. So this bucket related ARN will be present under these properties. Now I'm pasting that bucket related ARN Yeah, so that's it. I'm clicking on create flow log. Now again, this one more flow log will be created here. You can see what it will capture. It will capture only the rejected requests, right? Yeah. So now let's have a question. I have two types of filters created. Now, how do I identify which message, or you can say which file related to the accepted request and which file related to this rejection request? In order to identify that, you can copy this flow log ID. I'm just copying this. So based on this flow log ID, so whatever the request, or you can say whatever the file present, object present in your flow log, that related to that particular flow log. So I'm opening, I want to see the rejected rejection request to this flow log. So that's why I copied that particular VPC flow log related ID, and I want to search for it, and I want to open only those to see the rejected related requests to my VPC. It might take you 1 minute to 2 minutes in order to get that. Now I'm searching for this, that is ending with 807. So you can see FL, that is a flow log related ID. It is ending with the 7F9, not this. Yeah, we need to wait for a minute in order to see that flow log related logs. Now I just moved back and came to the same folder again, and I'm reloading this. You can observe here the ending, that is 807. It's not 7F9. You can identify that this is the flow log ID FL05B86AE A91DE 07807. So you can even observe that flow log ID from here. So the same flow log ID, where that file will store which type of data? Rejected related data, right? Yeah. Now I want to see the data present in it. So that's why I selected that, and I'm clicking on query with select S3. So I want to tell you again 807 it was ending with, not 7F9. So what does this file will store? Since this flow log is related to rejection related data, this file will store the traffic related to that rejected traffic. I'm running this query. Now you can see the rejection, the rejected related log status data. This is all right. Yeah, this is all the rejected related log related data, right? Yeah. So now previously we have provided a rejection request. What is that? Let's open and see that. That is at subnet level we provided, right? Now I'm opening the subnet for this VPC. You can see the NACL here in the inbound rules. What you provided, 52.0.0.0/16. That means many IP addresses that starts with 52 will need to be rejected. So let's see the query response. So if any IP address is there like that, now you can observe under source address, there will be address that is blocked with whatever the IP address that we provided. So let us see from it. I think it looks somewhat complex, right? In order to analyze it. So I want to download this file and show you that file related data. So now I just selected this, clicking on download so that this file will be downloaded, right? Yeah. I am opening that zip file. Yeah, I'm closing this. Yeah, I'm opening that particular zip file. You can see that zip file will looks like this. It contains this type of data. So if you analyze this, so I'm just moving it up. Now this first column is nothing but version. Second one is account ID. And this third one is interface ID. And this is the source address. Here we blocked a source address, right? That is starting from 52.0.0/16. That is a 2 power 16 IP addresses we blocked. Now you can observe, yeah, this is the third one, I think. Yeah. So here you can see that particular IP address that targets into whatever the IP address that we provided, that related IP address was rejected, right? Yeah. So like that, it gonna reject whatever the traffic coming from that particular IP address, incoming IP address, based on our cider block, that is a NACL related inbound rules that we provided. You can see here in this inbound rules, we blocked that address, right? Yeah. So now I want to show you one more thing, how to block the outbound rules as well to specific IP address. So for that, I am editing this NACL, and here I want to add one more rule, right? Yeah. So that's why I'm moving back and I'm opening this NACL. So just clicking on it, just I press it control and clicking on it so that in a new tab it will open for me. Now in that NACL, I want to edit the outbound traffic as well. Let's say I want to block certain data that is going to particular IP address. So that you can able to do that. Yeah, we can able to do that. I'm opening the outbound rules of my NACL. This NACL is associated with what? My subnet. So here I'm editing the outbound rules for this NACL. So I'm adding a rule by providing a number that is a 10, that is above this 100. Here I'm specifying all traffic which is going out towards this 5 2, that need to be denied, or you can say, yeah, that need to be denied. Let's say 10 dot something starting with a 10. I want to block all the data that is going out of it. So I'm providing the option as a deny here and clicking on save, so that this rule will be saved to my NACL related outbound traffic. And even you can open your subnet and reload that page. There you can able to see that rule will be updated to associated subnet, that NACL associated subnet, network ACL associated subnet. I'm opening the network ACLs. You can see we have even denied a outbound rule, right? Yeah. And we have denied a inbound rule as well previously, right? Yeah. So in this way, you can able to stop, or you can able to manage the traffic coming to your VPC level, or you can able to see the VPC level traffic by using what? By using your VPC flow logs. So what are the flow log that we created previously? In that way, you can able to create your own flow logs in order to check the data related to traffic to your VPC. Either it may be accepting data or rejecting data, or all, that is both accepting and rejecting related data. And you can even control the traffic by using your subnets associated NACL. By using the subnets associated NACL, you can able to allow certain traffic only, and you can even able to, if you want, you can able to deny certain traffic coming from particular source or particular cider block, that is nothing but a group of sources, right? Yeah. In this way, you can able to analyze the traffic to your VPC. That means you are analyzing the traffic to your VPC. That means to your subnet also you are analyzing, and to your servers also you are analyzing the traffic by using what? By using the VPC flow logs that you created. So based on that, it will store on any destination that you provided. So there, based on the logs that you can able to monitor them, and you can able to identify any suspicious activities or the traffic to your VPC. By using that information, you can able to block certain traffic that your VPC is allowing, or you can able to block certain traffic that is outgoing from your VPC as well by using subnet level NACL. That subnet level NACL also you have seen from here, right? Yeah. So that is the subnet level NACL, where this NACL is associated with this VPC ID. Yeah. So this is all about these tasks, that is analyzing the traffic to your VPC, either it may be incoming or outgoing, and controlling the traffic by blocking certain traffic which is coming into your VPC or going out of your VPC by using subnet level NACL. I hope this hands-on lab will be understanding to you and you got some hands-on knowledge regarding VPC security concept. I hope this video is useful to you. If you feel this video is useful and good, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching again. See you back in the next video. Until then, bye bye, guys.